It's fascinating. I've been called crazy forever because I am, but at that time I didn't really think I was, but now looking back, it's like they were calling me crazy because it's just a very accurate description of the shit that I was doing. But one day I was in Malibu and I was surfing and I was out in the lineup and I was younger in my early 20s and I just kind of gotten into base jumping. I just started making money doing it. And you're out in the lineup and you bump into people and you start talking to people in between sets. And this guy starts talking to me and he tells me how he's like, computer, like he's in the computer business doing like programming and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. And he's like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a base jumper. And he's like, what's that? He'd never even heard of it. He didn't know what it was. And I'm like, okay. So I start giving a little explanation of, what I do, what base jumping is. And his response kind of shocked me a little bit. It was very surprising. And he's like, well, so in other words, you're a crazy person. And I'm like, well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. He's like, I don't respect crazy people. And I was like, what? Like, it was like just a weird like thing to have. I mean, he's a surfer. You wouldn't expect a surfer to say something like that to someone because you'd think they kind of get it. They're surfing, so they should have a somewhat understanding. So I'm like, huh, okay, that's an interesting thing to say. I'm like, you want to know what I think is crazy? And he's like, yeah, I would love to know what a crazy person thinks is crazy. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell you what. I think waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, eating some breakfast, getting in your car and driving for an hour on your way to a job where you then sit in a box for 8 hours. You maybe get a 30-minute lunch break, and then you get back in your car. You drive home in traffic again for another hour. You eat some dinner, you watch some TV, you go to sleep. You then repeat that process 5 days a week for, I don't know, 60 years? And then you retire and then you die. And I think that is absolutely fucking insane.